Not Your Average Radio, Big Homie Monski, MixBosses.com. I got a very special guest in the house today. It's the homie Big Lyrik. What's up, brother?
What's up, dog? What's going on?
Not much, man. I was like nervous and I'm all shaky because you're coming onto the radio. So thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule to finally jump on Not Your Average Radio, brother.
Nah, thank you for hitting me up, bro. I really appreciate you reaching out to the different people you're reaching out and getting them on to get some airtime. So let's do this.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, like I was telling the people before that I've been trying to hit you up for like the last year to get on Not Your Average Radio. You finally took time to jump on, man. So I appreciate you.
No, man, like I said, you really hit me up for a year. I had to stop for a second. I was about to give you that Hollywood bullshit. Like, yeah, okay, cool. That's all good. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm like, wait a minute. You hit me up like last week and shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah, man. I don't know. My time perception is really messed up. So a year, last week, it was something like that, man. But either way, we're getting it done. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters, man. Let's get it in. Let's go. Let's shoot for the hip and let's see what happens.
All right, let's see what happens. Okay, so real quick, I always like to do this, to everybody that I meet and that I interview. I just like to talk about how we met. So of course, I met the homie Big Lyrik through Young Baka production shows. So shout out to them for for exposing me to so many dope people like the homie Big Lyrik, stuff like that, man. So that's how we met. Unless you remember something else.
Nah, it was just real awkward how it came out the bathroom stall and there you were. But I mean, other than that, I mean, hey, what's up? I'm Monski. I didn't even wash your hands and shit. But I mean, other than that, yeah, shout out to Young Baka. He's a good cat. It's my little bro right there. You know, he's taking his mark in the game right now. So it's a good person. If he put us together, then there was a point behind that one.
Yeah, man. Told me you didn't mind when you were in the restroom. I like put my hand out while you're like in midstream of going pee, and I was like, "What's up, brother?" And you shook my hand. It's all good.
Hey, I'll shake anybody's hand. I don't give a fuck.
All right, brother. Yeah, so that's how we met, man. And I remember the second time that I saw you, and this is real quick, is after I was on the B-side forum. Remember Slum the Resident, what he said?
What, Slum said or what I said?
No, it was Slum. Remember? Because I was on the B-side forum, and then Slum said, "Oh, no wonder I didn't know who you were." And then after that,
that's right.
Remember that was a long time ago. That was like a year ago. And the next time I saw you, I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, I met you, the last show. And you're like, "Oh, that's right. You're the one that nobody knows." And I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like,
"Oh,
okay.
That's right." I remember I was watching that episode too, or I was listening to it or something like that. And Slum just was basically like, "Hey, what's up?" Going around the room like, "Yeah, I know you. I know who this is." And he's like, "Who are you?" He said, "Yeah, what's up?" And he was like, "Yeah, I know you."
Yeah. He's like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Ventura County." He's like, "Oh, no wonder I didn't know who you were." And like for the next month, everybody kept telling me the same thing. "Oh, you're the guy that nobody knows." So by nobody knowing me, everybody knew who I was. It was really weird. I don't know. But I remember you're the first person that brought that up to me. You're like, "Oh, you're the one that nobody knows." So I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Because that's what I love about Slum. Slum keeps it real like that. So I had to just capitalize on that one.
Definitely, man. Yeah, so there's little things that I remember. We're reminiscing. I'm sorry. This is your interview. We should be talking about your stuff. I'm over here taking it over. I have a bad habit of doing that.
I like going down memory lane.
Oh, anyway, so yeah, we talked about how we were in the restroom together. We talked about how you made fun of me. So let's talk about you, brother. Let's talk about, I always like to get to know, I already know Big Lyrik. Big Lyrik, he does his dope ass, obviously videos. That's what you're known for. You hosted Young Baka's birthday at Las Palmas. That was next level shit right there. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I want to know how you got started, man. Like what got you into the industry?
Well, it's been an evolutional process. That's not even a fucking word, but it's been just a revolving door. Because when I started out in hip hop, it was I wouldn't necessarily say the golden area, but it was at a point when hip hop wasn't commercially interneted out. To really get out there, you had to be out in the streets, hitting it with your cassette, getting it out there and stuff like that. So I started off just being a lover of hip hop. I used to be out with my cardboard, out with my friends, taking the bus down to Venice to go watch Handyman break dance back during breaking and all that stuff. So it started just after that, and as I kept getting older and kept getting into it, of course, you start rhyming, and then came the raps, and then it just evolved from there. When I just got the bug to get up on stage and grab that mic, and the very first time I performed, I was like, that's it. This is all I want to be a part of. Is this music, it's this culture. And I just kept rolling it from that, from being a performer to being a concert promoter to being a real advocate of getting people turned on to the game and hooking other people up as far as getting, with other people that could put them on to something or clothing lines or whatnot. And then it just kept moving on to that. Now I'm just in the next phase of my life where I'm just doing music videos or various videos, not just music videos, but I still do music videos because I just like just have my pulse right there with the music. You know what I mean?
Right. And so you said you started, and I've heard you flow before. The first time I ever met you was at We the West, and you got on the mic and you spit like 16 bars. So I was like, holy shit, obviously you had a camera in your hand and you're over here spitting, raps. So what made you like not want to be a rapper and more of a what do you call it, videographer?
The thing is like, when everyone starts off being a rapper, you just want to be a rapper, and everyone lives by this motto, like, no matter what they say, I ain't gonna stop. You know what I mean? Because if you stop, then you'll never make it, and so on and so forth. But there also has to be a reality check for yourself when you just say to yourself, look, I need to make a certain amount of income. I can't just be out and about every time but trying to be a rapper and realize, like, yo, you know what? There comes a moment when you have to realize, like, what do I do? Do I set off and do a career? How am I going to make stable income to provide for my family and put away college funds and all that, and not just be out every weekend missing time with my family? And I hit that cusp where I was like, you know what? Let me just try something else because I wanted to really just take care of my family. You know what I'm saying? And that was my turnover leaf right there where I said, you know what? That's what I want to do, but don't get it twisted. I still got, like I said, I grew up on hip hop. So for me to pen out 16 or throw down, I could eat them up with the most vicious MC out there and throw down a style that'll just kill it.
Yeah, I heard you before. Like I told you, you got on there and like the first thing, obviously you're going around with the video camera and then you go on the stage and you grab the mic and you start spitting. I'm like, holy shit. Like that was unexpected, so that was really dope. I just think, I always, how do I say this? I find it interesting because everybody wants to be a rapper nowadays. So when someone does something other than rap, especially when you started rapping, I think it's really interesting to find out like why you chose a different path, so that's really dope. That's really dope, man.
Like I said, it's a matter of realizing to yourself when your shelf life has expired and it's time to move on with being at the club every weekend. And because, to be a real rapper, to truly make it in this industry requires a 24/7 work ethic that I think a lot of underground MCs don't really understand. You can't, you have to like really have connections. You have to understand how to build on that. You have to have your marketing down. You have to have money to invest. You have to really go all out and be at the right place at the right time and create situations for yourself to create momentum and buzz. And to do that requires just a non-stop effort of literally doing that only. You don't have time really to be there all the time as a family dude, like a normal family dude will. And that can run a toll on things, and you have to decide if that's really for you or you're going to have your kids grow up without you in their life because that's what it requires, pretty much, you always being gone. You know what I'm saying?
Right, man. Definitely. That's what's up, though. That's what's up. Okay, so this is a question. We're talking about your come up and what you went through to get to where you're at right now. And you mentioned this. I didn't know this. You mentioned this at the at Las Palmas, and also the homie P-Fly. He sent me the same question. I was like, oh, I already got you. But you mentioned that you used to work at Death Row Records. Let us know about that, brother.
That was actually a really dope learning experience, as well as at the time, this is back in from 94 up until Podcast Chat, what youngster wouldn't want a job working at the recording studio from one of the biggest rap labels at the time? But it was really a good crash course on how industry really runs and who does what from publicists to that. And it was just phenomenal watching dudes like Pac get out of jail, get to the studio, and how he laid down, watching him work all the different studios and writing his rhymes and making sure the Outlaws was on deck to the drama that went on with Dre and Snoop and the whole camp and DPG putting down their albums. And it was just really like, when I look back on it, I wish I had a better recording device, you know what I'm saying, to take that all in, because I saw things like that was just amazing, and the songs that were put together, it was just one of the best times of my life.
And what was your position there at Death Row Records? Are you the janitor or what?
Nah, I don't know what the fuck. I hear all these rumors about what I did.
Nah, I just bullshitting. I just made that up right now. I'm bullshitting.
No, I started off as a runner. My boy, Patrick, got me a job there and said, oh, they need a runner. It's a gopher guy, the guy that goes and gets food. He opens the place up, closes it, cleans it, and all that shit. And I was like, yeah, that's perfect. And, I started off doing that, and I worked my way up to assistant engineer, helping out, setting up the studios for when the rappers would get there, or the talent, whatever. just kept working my way up from there. Next thing you know, I was always on the road with them, and I started going to all the different shows and being geeked on, helping out at various functions and stuff like that. So it was like a cool build-up process there.
Man, that's dope as fuck, man. Hey, remind me next time I see you, brother. I need your autograph. Just remind me. You've been through it.
It's so awkward. I'm like, autographs for what? You know, I call myself the most known, least known dude in the business. It's fucking hilarious.
Hey, now everybody knows Big Lyrik. Come on, brother. You know what I mean? Maybe
Nah,
not.
you know what? I mean, it's one of those, like, I worked really hard. I mean, people knew my real fucking age. I've worked really hard for a long time, so finally some buzz is getting out. You know what I mean? But it don't mean shit to me, really. Family comes first for me, and the rest is just great memories.
There you go, man. That's what's up. And it's really dope. From what I've heard, obviously I haven't heard much, but from what I heard, you know, like you said, you can still rip a microphone, but your videos are amazing, man. You know, I was there with you when you did the deadweight video with Casper. It was dope to see you work. You know what I mean? Like you stood there for like 2 minutes and you're like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Like you just mapped the whole video out. And then when you see the video, like you did exactly that and more, of course, because you obviously added more after, but it was dope, man. So shout out to you on the dope videos as well.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Videos was just an evolving process of creativity. Like, you know, writing rhymes was the same way for me at one point when I used to just put the pen to the paper and create. Now I get to create with my mind and basically visualize someone's song or put that together, then make a final concept where you actually see it is like really dope for me. I really like that part of it.
And it's really dope for us, you know, I'm sure for the artists to get their song and put a vision to it, you know what I mean? So I'm really, and it's dope for someone like me just to see it, you know, like it was really cool too. So that's a little bit of what, like my next question is, what are you working on right now? Obviously you work on videos. Is there anything else that you're working on or you want to promote?
No, I mean, I was a promoter, you know, I mean, as far as what I'm working on right now, I just got done doing, well, actually, I just sent off the first draft, 498 The Fam. I'm working on that single, Superficial, coming out, which I think is pretty dope. I just got done rocking J-Play's video, I Don't Know, which is already like at 15K views in like a week or something like that. Dude's doing phenomenal. And it's always different because I get all these different dudes coming out wanting to work on videos and stuff like that. So I get a mix of just underground, backpack, radio-friendly, different stuff. So it's a cool little deal. But I mean, right now, that's what I'm just trying. Oh, I actually fucking up. I'm working on the IPJ and Casper mix for I Must Be Crazy that we just filmed last Sunday, which should be pretty much one of my mini movie type deals that I like doing. So that's going to be a good one to watch out for.
Yeah, I saw that. You know me, you know, I follow the homies on all the social media, so they all posted there's like green screens and it was a straight up like studio looking place and chains and like I don't know, man. I was like I'm really interested to see that one.
You know what? I just got to the point where me doing these videos, because I mean there's a lot of dope dudes out there. I mean, there's a lot of dope dudes out there doing videos and everyone has their little style, their little niche. Some are really good at the camera lensing, some are really good at, you know, creating stories and stuff like that. At least with me, because I'm relatively new in the game, I've only turned professional like about a year and a half ago, a little over a year and a half about. But I said to myself, like, even though I end up doing them from time to time, I always try to keep creating and pushing the boundary of what's for local on the scene hip hop, I guess you could say. I try to always try new things in my videos and try different camera angles or try new effects or something to make it so it's just not the same typical rap video, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And of course, that's exactly what you have to do because like you said, there is other dope videographers out there. So you got to, you know, set yourself apart. And, hey, I stole one of your questions because when you were posting, you're like, oh, what is Monski going to ask me? Is he going to ask me this? Going to ask me that? I wrote all your questions down. So I'm going to ask you your own question right now. This is the first time ever exclusive Nitro Average Radio. Big Lyrik is going to answer his own question. It's really weird. So what do you think of other videographers in the game right now?
I was thinking, like, is he going to ask me my own question back? Well, I mean, it's really simple. I mean, you know what? It's crazy because there's different video guys I've worked with that I've met. You know, my boy Will Robles from That Big Genius and Wacko, of course, is like my ace, and Christian Concrete and all them. And there's a lot of solid dudes that are just doing the do, you know what I mean? And Ryan Spencer, they have such solid technique, and I really respect the way they do it. LA Icon and Mazda Hated are another few that are out there, you know? And then there's other dudes that just trip me the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? This market is so huge, and there's so many different ways to make money in this. But yet, it seems like there's some other video guys out there that the only way they feel, I don't know if it's to feel bigger or valid or just to try to one-up you, that they always just gotta It just has your name in their mouth, but they always try to down your work to make them seem bigger. And it's so annoying that it's that petty as adults to be in this business and still go through that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. I don't experience that, but yeah, I know what you mean. I can imagine. It's crazy.
I get it. I get so many subliminals on my timeline. It's hilarious because they like might as well just say, "Hey, Big Lyrik, I'm talking about you." But it is what it is. I guess with anything, people always have. There's always that crew. No matter what job you work, whether you work at FedEx, you work at McDonald's, there's always going to be that asshole that works there too.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. That you're absolutely right. You know what? I'll be honest with you. You know, I have a 9 to 5, so I related your example to my job because that's how my job is, my 9 to 5. I work with grown ass men, you know, they're like 40, 50 years old and they all act like they're bitches or like they're 10 years old. And I'm like, really? So I can relate.
You know what? It's a matter of the ones that actually don't worry about other people like me. I don't need to worry about other video guys. Like, I respect other video guys, and I always have. I repost their shit. If they need extras, if they whatever. You know what I mean? I try to help out. That's the point. Networks is everything in this business. But like me, I personally could care two rats pisses about the next video guy because I'm too busy worrying about what I need to do, what I need to get done, and what I need to do because none of them are putting food on my table, helping me feed my kids. So it's right now the way I see it is like, go ahead. If you feel like you need to pass the time talking about me, handle it because I'm talking about me too.
I like that. That's dope. You want to talk about me? Do it because I'm talking about me too. I like that. That's what's up. Okay, one more quick question before we get into some music. Like I said, you know, I want to break up the monotony of us talking. But real quick, the homie Nympho, DJ
I like what you
Nympho.
say. I want to break up the monotony of us talking.
Yes, I try to sound all smart, eh? Why are you trying to make me sound stupid, eh? I try to sound smart.
Now do your thing, eh? Go ahead and play boys. Bust. That's it, bust.
Let's get into some music right here. Hey, the track that I queued up is Dead Weight. Obviously, that's the video that you did with Young Casper, and then just another one from one of my homies, MC Wicks, is a really dope rapper as well. So let's get into some music. We'll be right back right here on Not Your Average Radio with the homie Big Lyrik. Check it out.
Hey yo. I may be overlooked, but I'm never overhyped. You try to sucker punch, I'm a kind of winning override. Never seen a nerd rat, judge by your overbite. Pay attention, I'ma kick it in the overdrive.
Not Your Average Radio, Big Homie Monski, mixbosses.com. I still have the Big Homie Lyrik in the house. How you doing, brother?
What up, sir?
Oh, man, we're just here chilling, having a good time.
But I know you had a nice little pause right there. I'm like, what up, sir? You're like, yeah, so.
Anyways, we're back right here with the homie Lyrik on Not Your Average Radio. I hope you're enjoying the interview as much as I am, brother, because I know you're always a good time. Wait, that sounded weird.
That's what she said. Yeah, I got Chubb on this interview so far, so we're good.
All right, man. That's what's up. So yeah, I always like to do, you know, have fun, get to know, you know, obviously chop it a little bit, bullshit a little bit, get to know you a little bit, but I also want to learn from you, especially, you know, someone like yourself that's been in the game for so long. I definitely want to learn from you, and I hope everybody that's listening wants to learn too, because we're all trying to get better. Can you let us know in the last 20 years or however long you've been in the game, what has been like your biggest challenge? Almost made you give up and said, you know what, I'm going to go back to McDonald's and make those fries, you know, and how did you overcome that?
My biggest challenge, you know, anybody that works in the industry, music industry mainly, it can get very, especially when you build momentum and you start really getting out there and you start building up a fan base, you start getting to the point where people are purchasing your product and stuff like that. It's very easy to get caught up in your own hype. It's very easy to start listening to, it gets hard to define who's a yes man around you, and it gets very easy to believe your own hype, but you just think you're the shit. You're completely the bomb and everything. And I fell victim just like everybody else would. And back when I was throwing concerts and stuff like that, I just started believing my own hype, and I used to just fall right into the pit you would totally think happens to musicians or people in the industry. And I fell hook, line, and sinker for everything that comes with the business too, good and bad. And, at the cost of relationships, divorced my first wife, and then even almost lost my second wife due to just falling into that repetitive cycle of just being around groupies and being around yes men and truly being part of the limelight and always feeding for that attention. So one of the biggest things to overcome is separating yourself to understand what's real and what matters and what you need to do to take care of it all across the board evenly. You know what I mean?
Right, of course. I go through that all the time. No, I'm drinking. I'm sorry.
I'm
I
out here
might.
spilling out my guts to you, and you're just eating, man. It's like,
Hey,
I don't think you did that to Wacko.
yeah. Anyways, I was gonna say something that's gonna be nah. Anyways, no, I'm eating popcorn because you're so entertaining. It's like a movie. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I was drinking.
No, but yeah.
I have a drinking problem. I'm always drinking here some Modelo's in my cup, just chilling. That's how we do.
I know I smelt your breath, but it's all good. But yeah, that was the biggest, for me, that was the biggest thing. I mean, obviously I loved every piece of the entertainment industry. I love the fast life. I rode this motherfucker till the wheels fall off. Trust me, from tours to being with huge MCs, some of the biggest names ever, touring with them and being with all that. And it's just a matter of, I wasn't willing to lose my family again, and I had to pull back and separate myself from being there for my kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And I think that comes also with experience and with age. You know what I mean? I'm already, I'm barely getting a buzz right now. Little buzz, like a Mickey's, like your first time drinking the Mickey's buzz. But, but I'm already
like
older.
One barrel out of the 6-pack.
Exactly. Like that little buzz is what I'm getting right now. But I think, since I'm already older, I'm already in my 30s. Everybody's like, oh my God, you're doing red carpet, stuff like that. I'm just blessed. I'm working with the right people. And when I'm there, I'm very grateful. When I'm not, I'm just trying to be on the radio and help as many people that I can out. You know what I mean? So if I was 21 and I was like this, you wouldn't be talking to me right now. I'd be like, don't talk to me.
Yeah. You know what? There's also a blessing that comes with it. Trust me, I felt blessed the whole way through it. But there's also that moment when you're on the road with your group and you're in a different city and you come back to your hotel room. There's already 50 people up in there partying in your hotel room. And out of those 50, there's like enough heads in there, enough persuasion in there to get you to do all kinds of foul shit. And that's when you got to start learning how to separate yourself from that shit. You know what I mean?
Right, definitely, brother. So that's what's up. So basically, you overcame that just by basically experience, right? Because you didn't want to go through the same thing again.
Yeah, you know what? I went through it once, you know what I mean? Like I said, I got a divorce. My kids grew up with Pop's always gone. I was always at every show, concert, on the road, doing whatever it took to be the rapper, to be the man, to be the host, to be the concert promoter, to be whatever, and that requires time. Anything truly successful requires all your time. When I like that shit crumbled all around me, and I just had to make a decision like, yo, you know what mattered to me? And I even almost fucked that up the second time around. So I was blessed to have a second chance at that and really just focus in and dig in. And since I figured out how to do that, that's when I started really eyeballing how to really capitalize in hip hop and how to make money and how to get it from multiple angles so that way I can sustain a living doing this. And like right now, I don't have a 9-to-5. This is my full-time deal. I've been truly blessed by the luck of God. I have a good woman behind me that keeps me straight, flies me straight. And, I got a bunch of kids that just look up to me and go, hey, you know what? You need to do this for us. I get it done. And that's all that matters to me.
There you go. That's what's up, brother. Spitting the not only, we're having a good time, man, but we're definitely learning from the homie Big Lyrik right here on Not Your Average Radio. So that's all the questions that I have for you. The homie P-Fly, he sent me a couple questions yesterday, I believe it was. So he wanted to know more about your time with Death Row, which we talked about that already. And he wants to know hold on, that should just turned off. Right when I'm about to ask you, my fucking phone just went, whatever, he turned off. All right, so what is your biggest pet peeve when working with artists?
As far as shooting videos,
I would say all it says is what's your biggest pet peeve when working with artists. So I'm assuming videos. We'll talk about videos.
Well, just in general, man. You know what? It's like I get there's MCs that spit the real, and then there's MCs that are like this holy fucking grail of underground rappers that seem to think that their rule is law of what's real hip hop, what's not. And then there's this fucking other set of MCs that really rap about this huge, enormous life of G5s, and they got new whips and their whole crew be balling and all this shit. And then they try to ask you for a video, and you tell them, yo, it's there's a deposit required on the balance due the day of, which technically isn't a lot compared to real videos and shit. And all of a sudden, you see this baller-ass lifestyle non-existent. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pet peeve is when dudes just come at you and just don't really be real. They're so stuck on this persona or their ego that they don't even know how to be real anymore. That's my pet peeve. Like, if you're going to talk about flamboyance and money and all that shit, cool, do you. If you're going to talk about, the golden age of hip-hop and boom bap, cool, do you. But don't get so stuck on your own fucking ego that you can't even have a normal conversation because you truly think you're that dude when you're really just a local artist.
Damn, boom, there it is. And P-Fly just hit me back up. He said, yeah, regarding anything. So that pretty much is, what you just talked about right now. Next, he two more questions for P-Fly. What underground artists are you currently bumping in your daily rotation?
I'll be honest with you. I get so many fucking, for whatever reason, because of my, being a promoter and my connections with all the different shit that I've done, and to now, I get a lot of dudes that give me music, and a lot of it becomes road rage projectiles out my window, because I usually just collect them because I need shit to throw at cars. Because, I mean, if you come at me wrong or you got that stupid stank breath when you try to yell at me at the club and you're in my ear like, yo, what's up, dog? We're the hottest shit since blah, blah, blah. No, you're not. If you were the hottest shit, you'd be signed. Don't come at me like that. You know what I mean? You already came at me to a point where I just know it's not going to be what I want to hear. But I'll give it an opportunity. And if if you don't catch me within the first song or two, boom, it's out the window real quick. What was the question? I got sidetracked.
Out of all the music that you have received, what has not made it out the window? What is still in your car? Like what are you bumping?
Who I bump?
Yeah, who do you bump?
That's right. That was me going off the inside. You smoke one too many, you get fucked up. And you know what? Actually, Mike Storm, I got some of his shit in my whip. There's something about some of his flows that I just really dig in his music selection. Boy, Casper got that video I did with him. That song's in my whip. You know what? It's hard to say because I like different things for different reasons and stuff like that. J-Boy's in my whip right now. What else do I got? It's hard because I do music videos. I listen to everybody's shit repeatedly. So after you get done filming someone's music video where you heard the song like 30 times that day alone, and then you edit it where you hear it like another 150, I really don't want to hear it no more. You know what I mean?
Right. I got you.
I burnt out of it, so I tune in. But people get thrown off. You run up on me on a red light, and I'm just bumping like some old school, Leonard Skinner and shit like that. Like I got a very diverse mix in my car right now. It's not just hip hop. Like I really like all kinds of music, really.
There you go. Just to touch on what Lyrik said a little bit ago about how someone comes up to you and gives you music. Obviously, I do radio, so I get a lot of people hitting me up too. And it's very important, it's really important how you get hit up, how you hit someone up, because we get hit up all the time. And just like Lyrik said, if you come up saying like, yo, bro, you check out my shit, most likely I might even give your shit a chance just because one, that's not how you talk to people. You know what I mean? So if you say, yo, bro, if you have time, will you do me a favor and check out my music? Let me know what you think. Most likely, I'm pretty sure the homie Lyrik will be like, at least listen to the first track. You know what I mean? Or the first 10 seconds of the track to see what's up. I know I would. So that's very important for those guys that are, trying to do things in the music business. Approach people properly. Even if you do think
the problem now with technology is that it allows every motherfucker to think that he's a rapper trying to be a rapper, but they have no business fucking sense about them on how to complete music business, not music hang out with your homies or music get drunk. This is called music business. So if you come at me and overhype yourself up like, yo, we the fucking next best thing since sliced bread, nigga, I'm like, blah, 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 and all this shit, I'm already knowing, no, you're not. You know what I'm saying? So off the top, I just don't want to listen to it. But if a dude comes at me and says, hey, look, you know what? I've really worked on this. You may like it. You may not. But if you give it a listen and let me know what you think, I really appreciate your opinion. Odds are I'm going to listen to that thing front and back because you came at me in a different way than just overloading yourself like every other motherfucker does. You know what I mean? It's a huge part of it. Don't overinflate your own fucking egos. Just be real about shit and you'll actually get more play like that.
That's it. I just wanted to jump on that real quick because I get hit up like that too. Like people were like, they're doing me a favor by sending me their music. Here's my jam.
Dude. And continuing on with that topic, if there's any rappers that are listening to me right now, if you can just hear my fucking voice through your fucking radio and you do this shit, you are the most ignorant fuck out there. I hate it. Here's another pet peeve of fucking rappers. I hate it when someone's trying to conduct business with me and it's a rapper like, hey, you know what? I heard you got ties to the Gorilla Union. I want to get on Rock the Bells. What's up? But they'll send me a text message that says, it'll be WATUPDO. What up, though? You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, how's the business? Instead of S's, they put Z's and they basically language the fuck out of the whole text message. And I'm looking at this like, first of all, I can't even decipher this fucking shit. Second of all, I would not be in a banker meeting or if I was doing with a $1 million deal with somebody with investors up to $10 million fucking dollars. There's no way I'm going to send a text message that looks like this if I'm really trying to conduct business. And it makes us look foolish. I could tell where your game's at already.
There you go. All right. That's a good point too. That's a good point too, man. That's what's up. Even if in your music, you're talking about being gangster, stuff like that, when you're networking, be professional. Simple as that, right?
You know what? You can have a similar. Unless you lucked out and you're just one of these that gets scooped up by another homie that has some shit, odds are you're going to have to network. And networking is everything. And people get, unfortunately, in today's day and age, you get judged on the way you appear, the way you conduct yourself, letterhead, the way you send an email, how you handle your whole business and let someone know, if I got $1 million, why would I invest in you if I feel like I'm not going to get my investment back? You can't even make $1,000 deal.
There you go. See, this is it took me a while, but I got that. I could feel the difference. You're like, oh, that's what you're talking about right there. This is straight facts right here, man, from the homie Big Lyrik, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's see what else we got. One more question from the homie P Fly. So is there anything that you want to do in the game that you haven't done already?
Amber Rose.
All right. Hey, that's legit.
Let's see.
Let's talk about work-wise. Let's talk about work. We're not pleasure.
Oh, trust me, I'll put in that work. I will put in that work.
Oh, man, this is impossible talking to you, brother.
Nah, you know what? I think I'm at a point in my life. Obviously, for me, my only thing that I really want to do in this business is just roast as far as the level of video I do to get to a Benny Boom level, or, one of the big dogs that's handling one of the big, huge artists and stuff like that. Obviously, that's a goal of mine. But I truly am in love being creative with cameras, story writing, creating and stuff like that. So other than getting to that level, I think getting past that, active goal that we're currently working on, and I have a few investors that I'm working with right now, is to get to a point where we have our own facility with sound stages and editing bay rooms and everything else for people to film at, do stuff like that. That's for my personal, what I want to achieve, but I still would just be doing this. You know what I mean? I love filming. I love creating and writing and editing.
There you go, man. That's what's up, man. That's dope. Again, I got the homie Big Lyrik right here on Not Your Average Radio. Anybody else have any questions? We're pretty much out of questions, man. I don't even know if I want to ask you any more questions. Woo, I'm over here dying, man. It's just funny as fuck. I always have to turn off my mic.
Next time you have me on, we'll chop it up some more. But I think I'm thirsty now, so after I rip this little fucking blunt hit real quick, I'm going to go get me some cherry Kool-Aid with a lot of sugar, ice, and I'm going to get back to editing this video I'm working on right now.
There you go, man. All right, man. Thanks again. The homie Big Lyrik right here on Not Your Average Radio.
All right, shouts out to all the whack rappers. Peace.